Hi guys, just me again. I just wanted to make a point. This is going to come up as a video reply to Mike Bacon 24/7. I wanted to include this in my last video that I just recorded, just updating you on the week. But because I waffle on and talk so much crap, it didn't fit in with my time limit. Because I know YouTube's got a 15-minute time limit. Looking at my timer up there on my iPhone. If it goes 1 second over 15 minutes now, it used to be able to be 20 I think, but if it goes 1 minute over 15, I can't upload it from my YouTube, I can't upload it from my iPhone, it won't let me do it, so I'll have to edit it and crop it, so it fits into 15 minutes bang on. So this won't be a 15-minute video, it's just a quick video response to Mike. Even in my last video, just want to say well done again Mike for reaching the £250 mark. You know, like I say, I know it's eluded you for a long time. I've been watching your videos for about 4 or 5 months now. And I know it's been eluding you for a long time, so you know, well done, fantastic to get down to £250 at last, and obviously now the 240, and I bet you any money that the weight will just fall off now, and you'll be at in a month's time you'll be at 240, 230, and it will come down no problem at all. So, but again, kudos to you, and all the hard work paid off. I really, you know, really happy for you that you know that the weights gradually you smash through that barrier now, and all the other weight losses and all the other targets that you set won't elude you anymore, because you know what it takes to get through, because obviously you've lost 60 pounds already now, haven't you? So anyone watching this on my channel, don't know who Mike Bacon is, go to Mike Bacon 24/7, check out his channel, really cool. Just a comment that Mike made on I think he said he was talking about Twitter. Someone put a comment about running on there. I've done a couple of marathons before, and by no means I'm trying to lose weight. I've lost 20 pounds. I was a 264 pound bloke. I'm still 240 odd pounds. So I'm trying to get down to sort of 200 pounds eventually. But he made a comment about talking about marathon running. I've run 2 marathons, as I said, and a few run events here and there. First marathon was in 5 hours. Second marathon was in 6 and something hours. Both. First one better training than the second one. Second training absolutely awful. I think I trained for about 4 days out of the whole training program I did, and I still managed to get around the London Marathon. I do not recommend it. But I did the first London Marathon, both London Marathons, sorry, in 2004 and 2010. The first one I did in 5 hours. I was, ran about another 2 stone, 20 pounds, 24 pounds lighter than what I am now. When I did the first marathon, I'm sure I was around 15 stone odd, and I hopefully want to get down to around 16 and a half before I run these next marathons. In April I'm running 2 marathons for a charity called Whiz Kids, a disabled children's charity. I'm running Brighton 1 week, and I'm running the London Marathon for the 3rd time a week later. So 2 marathons in a week. Didn't really think it through, but if it raises money for a good cause, I'm all for it. And but I'm looking forward to it in a strange way, because training this time around has been fantastic, and I'm only regretting that I've put on so much weight these last few years, because you know I think I would look even slimmer and reach my weight loss goal of 200 pounds by now, with all the training I'm doing, because I'm finding the weight's just coming off me, and I'm really enjoying it as well. Anyway, to my point. Sorry, waffle. Mike mentioned, obviously, like I say, he was talking about the marathon. I can't remember who said. Someone on Twitter was talking about nipple bleeds. Apologise if you're eating whilst watching this video response. It's funny actually, just as I was watching the video today when Mike was talking about that, I had the similar experience yesterday, so I thought I'd just quickly share it with you. The most disgusting subject, nipple bleeds, but I thought it was quite funny. They didn't actually bleed yesterday, but when I first did the marathon back in 2004, I had no idea that that nipples bled. Because again, my training was good for the first marathon, woeful for the second, but first marathon I did training, but it wasn't as good as I'm doing now. I probably did half of what I'm doing at the moment, and got around in 5 hours. That's why I'm hoping this year I can do a marathon sub 4:30, sub 5, beat my previous time. What was I saying? Yeah, when I first did it, I wasn't aware that they bled. So I had both times I've done it for charity. The first time I wear like a white t-shirt with a vest over the top with the charity's name on it and stuff. And I finished the marathon in 04. I took my top off, and then sort of here there was a massive red splash all the way down there, and I didn't know what it was. I was worried. Oh my god, I thought I'm bleeding to death here. Once I took my top off and realised that literally the tiny pinpoint, tiny pinpoint of just a tiny bit of blood. Imagine you just picked yourself with a pin, like just a little tiny dot. So it was amazing. I mean, obviously, constant rubbing like that's what's caused the bleed, but it wasn't bleeding profusely. It was just a tiny dot. But boy, did they hurt! They really hurt. It didn't work. It didn't. It didn't occur to me until I took my top off and the air hit my chest. I was like, oh, it really hurt. And so when I did the marathon in 2010, I've got a hairy chest. I'll spare you the details, but I basically shaved around the nipple area, so much so that I could put a plaster across the two nipples. I've got two nipples, surprisingly, like most people. But I plastered them both, and that, yeah. I know you can put Vaseline on them and all that sort of stuff, but I put two plasters on it and it worked wonders. Didn't have no problems the second time round. Another good tip for you as well. First time round, lots of blisters. Second time round, also lots of blisters. Not as many because I put some Vaseline on my feet, the soles of my feet, before I ran. So it did alright. It still had blisters, but it helped a little bit. But going back to the original nipple point, same thing happened to me yesterday. I did, in training, it was raining yesterday, so I did 2 hours on the treadmill. My longest run so far of my training program. And the last couple of weeks I've noticed it on my longer runs, but because I'm sweating, it's sort of yeah, the tops I'm wearing they're sort of like they're like dry fit tops, you know, the ones where they're supposed to wick away sweat. This one I was wearing did do that, but I could feel about halfway through my run that my nipples were starting to hurt, and by the end of the run, but obviously I couldn't stop because I had 2 hours down on my plan to do, and I wanted to run 2 hours. So I thought they were going to bleed because I was wearing a yellow top as well. It's a yellow vest, and I thought, oh no, but they didn't. But again, same thing happened when I took my shirt off. I was like, oh, the pain was unbelievable. When I got back to my girlfriend's flat, yeah, they hurt a little bit now, but they were in so much pain. I got in the shower, very much a lot of pain, and then when I came out, I had to put some antiseptic cream on them. So I have to remember for my long runs now. I do a long run on Sunday. Every time I do my long runs, I need to Vaseline them bad boys, otherwise I think they're going to end up hurting me and I won't make it to the marathon at all. I'll have no nipples left. So, but I just thought I'd share it with you. I know it's not the most funny, exciting story, the most exciting subject, talking about my nipples, but it honestly does pay. If you're going to do a long run, hour and a half plus, to just put some Vaseline on there, or plaster them. If you've got no chest hair, put some plasters over there, just so you can, or tape, you can get some tape, or like Mike said in this video, you can get some guards as well for it, just to prevent that, because it hurts like hell. I can still feel it now, and I'm going to go for a run later, and I know it's going to hurt later on too. So, but yeah, definitely protect your nipples. That's the one rule I will get. The one thing I want you to take from this video: protect your nipples. Honestly, it canes. It absolutely hurts. But I just thought I'd share that video because it was a good time when Mike started talking about it. The same thing happened to me yesterday. So, and that was only a training run, and that was 15k, so about 9 miles. You know, marathons like 3 times that. You can see why they bleed, can't you? You can imagine doing that for like 3 times the run I did yesterday, and they were really sore after a third of it. So no wonder they bleed. Anyway, enough time gone rather. I'll call it quits there. I just thought I'd share my funny nipple story. But yeah, take care guys, and take care Mike, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye.